he is. I touched a bass.
My name is Adam Milstead, and I'm a former UFC fighter turned extreme kayak angler. I travel around the country fishing bass tournaments out of kayaks. So if you like kayaking and you like fishing, then welcome to Straight Yak'd.
Yes! Baby! What's up, guys? Adam Milstead here with Straight Yak'd, coming to you from the beautiful state of South Carolina. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Now today, well, actually all this week we have been fishing on the infamous Santee Cooper. That's two lakes. It's Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion mixed. And honestly, this is the pre-spawn slash spawn slash post-spawn. There's a lot of different things happening on this lake. We're going through a ton of different transitional sort of weather patterns that are happening this week. You know, the funny thing is, you come out here and you have this mindset that you're going to go out there and you're going to catch a lot of big fish, but you don't understand about these southern lakes is that they do get pretty tough. And what I mean by tough is there is a lot of pressure. When you look at Santee Cooper from a map, this is a target-rich environment. There's so many little nooks and crannies for all these fish and all these bass to get into, and it's really hard for anybody to truly understand how much pressure there is on this lake. And I'll tell you what, there are hundreds of boat ramps, which means that everywhere in this lake is accessible for both kayakers like myself and big boaters. There's constant tournaments on this lake, so it's really difficult to get out here and truly find like a honey hole that a lot of people don't know about. It is beautiful though, and this is something that I've always wanted to do. I want to come down here and fish Santee Cooper. I wanted to fish sort of that southern style lake where you get an opportunity to fish the cypress trees, you know, the lily pads. You got this, you know, Spanish moss that's growing everywhere. It's really pretty and it's a really cool environment to fish in. So this week we did a ton of just hanging out, having a good time with the guys, and then at the same time we went out to a lot of cool places to eat, a lot of local eateries around here that's really good. Really nice people. If you guys are coming down to South Carolina, there are a ton of really amazing people. That southern hospitality is big here. So Saturday was the first day of the tournament, but it got canceled because of a front that moved in that had potential to put down tornadoes, but at the same time it caused a lot of gust and wind and things like that, and it was really unsafe for a lot of our kayakers to get out in the water and fish. So they ended up canceling Saturday, which gave us one opportunity to come out here and fish, one day to come out here and fish, and that's obviously today.
As far as this event goes, I know the weather has been a big concern for many of you this week, and I appreciate you all allowing us ample time and opportunity to make the best judgment possible. We've spoken to many locals, meteorologists, engaged some anglers' opinions as well. Ultimately, we can all agree that we wish the forecast was better, and we would have the opportunity to enjoy this amazing fishery for 2 days like we intended. However, forecast in this system is looming, and while in the past this series may have taken chances and allowed anglers to dictate their moves and safety, I've been uneasy in allowing that for this weekend. This forecast and storm coming hit a little bit different, and I appreciate everybody allowing us to make the decision that is maybe the hardest decision we've had to make as an entity, and me personally as a tournament director. So with that said, we will be canceling Saturday completely, and this will be a single day event. There will be no water access for these two fisheries allowed on Saturday. That means not from the bank, not from the kayak, not from a dock. The lake is entirely off limits.
So through practice, the only thing I've really been able to establish as a pattern is a wacky rig. Black and blue, maybe a red bug from Zoom, and then, you know, just recently I just found out watermelon red. Three colors that seem to really work here. Everything else, and believe me, I tried everything else, did not seem to do as well. Wacky rig was the way it was, and it's funny because you can say I traveled from Pittsburgh 9 hours down here to fish the infamous Santee Cooper, only to go ahead and throw nothing but Senkos. And it's how it works sometimes. Senkos are a very, very, you know, high potential of giving you opportunities to catch fish, but at the same time, boy, it's tough to throw that constantly, and it definitely gets overworked. Everybody on the bank had a Senko. And you come out here and you understand why, because you can go ahead and you can pitch in your rage crawls, you can pitch in you know, your big jigs, your spinner baits and things like that. Sometimes they don't work. Actually, the majority of the time they didn't work. Pre-spawn is sort of interesting here on Santee Cooper. There's waves of these bass that would come in. And so sometimes you're fishing for bass that are already spawned out, and then sometimes you're fishing for a fresh fish. So a lot of these areas were really hard for me to decipher off of just 2 days of practice. There's guys that have been down here for a week who got an opportunity to really break down this water. I had only 1 or 2 areas that I was confident I could get fish in.
Go.
My tournament day started out me going to a spot that I did really well in practice. I got a couple really nice sized fish. I found a really tight cluster of fish on these trees that was what I assumed would be good to fish. Well, I come out after that front came through and didn't realize, but the wind had changed to a northeast wind, which blew out that opportunity for me to fish those areas. And I tried my best, but I Fished all the way till about 10 o'clock, and I said, I gotta move.
All right, guys. So here I am on this is my location. This is something that I found Friday, and it honestly isn't anything special. It doesn't look like anything different. But I did hit a 5-pounder or 6-pounder out of here, and a couple other nice ones. So it was the most concentrated area that I fished the last 2 days. And so I gotta imagine that, you know, these fish are just gonna continuously reset. And so I got about another 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We got a wind blowing. It's I think it's like a north wind right now, which is a little different than what it used to be. It used to be just a straight south wind, or southeast, I should say. And yeah, so I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot. Hopefully nothing really changed. Water looks a little dingy, but not bad. I caught all my fish this week on a wacky rig, just a simple wacky rig. And so we're gonna try it here today. Might try to move around a bit with the spinnerbait a little bit too. I got 3 more minutes. All right, guys, lines in. First cast of the tournament here. All right, guys, so now it's desperate situation. Oh, almost 3 hours. 3 hours, no bite. 3 hours, no bite. Up. When this happens, let's go out there and just cover water, I guess. This is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's try to salvage 11, 12, 12, 1, 2, 2 to 3. Okay, try to salvage a little bit and go back to the very first spot. Packed most likely, but I don't freaking care. This has been rough, guys. I doubt any of you are going to see this video because this is just terrible. Come all the way down, 9 hours. 9-hour drive to come all the way down and fish this infamous big bass lake. Come all the way down, throw a Senko. Oh, guys, it sucks. Sucks big time.
I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna try another spot where I caught fish, but I gotta cart everything. It's gonna suck. But it is what it is. Rods in a dream. Let's do this. Two rods in a dream, baby. Let's go. I had one other opportunity, and that was right here where I came and I fished and was able to find a couple. Now I went roughly 6 hours without a fish, without a bite. And then finally I made my way to another area where I knew that had bass. I knew that they were coming up. They were moving in waves. They were going to possibly get ready to spawn. And they were in these staging areas. And so I trekked my way all the way over there and I hit my first fish, which was like it was a 15-incher. And it popped off, and I got really angry because, you know, you work so hard. You work so hard to try to get a hold of these fish. And it popped right off, and that was my first bite of the day. I lost that fish, and then I finally made my way back in this little stretch. Ended up taking a picture of a guy who just caught a 21-inch bass. This thing was about close to 6 pounds, and I knew right then and there, this is the spot that I need to just sit down and fish. Oh, that's a good one, man. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, right. You ain't kidding.
If you want to just take it on your phone and then text me.
You got an iPhone?
Yeah.
I got an Android.
Okay.
It won't do. It'll be shitty. Oh, I see. Got it. Yep. Yeah, good fish, dude.
Thanks, dude. That's what I came here for.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there was a few beds back here Friday or Thursday. No, they're just, it's weird. You'll see them near the surface just cruising. And so I ended up taking a picture for this guy, really nice guy. I think he's doing really well. He might be at the awards. But anyways, I went there and fished right next to him, caught a 13.25, was my first bass of the day on the board with about an hour left. Missed two really key fish. One at the one end of this little bowl that I was fishing, and another one that was darn near 6 pounds, if not bigger, and popped off at the boat. I was using the VMC weighted wacky rig hook, and for some unknown reason I just could not keep these fish pegged. You can't touch the bass. Got one. Thank you. That's a good one. Good female. Waiting for a male to make a bed. Alright. Okay, we got an 18. Big one, go on. Big one's gone. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. Santee Cooper. Santee Cooper is tough this time of the year with the pressure and the changing weather systems that are happening. It's really hard to establish a pattern. So anyways, I'm heading back to Pittsburgh with my tail between my legs, and I'm gonna lick my wounds because that was a very difficult time. But again, I'm happy to be able to come down here, do what I did, and just have a good time. I always tell people I don't come down to these things just to go fish and try to catch a bunch of fish. I come down to have a good time. And so I was with a good group of guys, and we had a blast at the house, and at the same time it was nice to be out in this beautiful country. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna head home. Got a 9-hour drive, shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that's Santee Cooper, and maybe I'll be back, I don't know, we'll see. But until then, guys, hopefully you get out in the water and get yacked. Thanks for watching Stray Yak'd. Oh, hey guys. So I caught this fish too. Before you leave, check this thing out. This is pretty cool. My buddy filmed it. My biggest fish off a kayak. Check this thing out. Oh, and also, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. All right, enjoy it. Okay, bye. Testament to the bonafide Lost Bass rods.
And your suffix line.
And suffix line. Oh. It's a shark, man. It's Santee Cooper's got sharks in here. He's underneath the boat.
You better spin. Like barely hooked. There he goes again.
Oh, he's so big.
I can't do nothing for you, dude. Like,
I know.
it's literally here, but like once you run over here, like I wish I could get this thing of you on the other side of you.
Oh my God. You see this shit?
I got it on video.
Oh. Ah! I got it, baby! Ah! Oh, shit. Holy crap.
Move your power pole thing if you can.
Woo! This is my biggest though. I'm gonna chalk this thing up to about, this is probably close to 50, 55.
Probably more than that.
All right.
I let her go.
Yeah.
Drop her in the water.
I'm sorry, this ain't gonna be pretty.